and welcome to the pre-broadcasting of the For Real Talk Show, where we are going to be discussing very pressing, interesting topics that are widely affecting us in society today, right? The For Real Talk Show is very inspirational, educational, and motivational. The For Real Talk Show with real people, real time, the real way, the For Real Talk Show, right? And our first episode, we are going to be talking about depression and mental illness and how it affects health and the body of the individual and those around them, which also called secondhand depression. So that's what we're going to be discussing tonight about depression and mental illness. So I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, what do you think? And for those my co-host that is in the box with me, co-hosting with me, what do you think is mental depression? Before I give you the definition of mental depression, tell me what you think is mental depression. Kind of sums it up for me in your own word. You don't have to be a doctor, a nurse, a medical practitioner. Just tell me in your own words what you think mental depression and mental illness is. We'll start with depression first. Help me read the comments in the box of what they think depression is.
O'Shane says stress on the brain.
Mm-hmm.
KK say I've been through depression and it's not pretty.
Wow, wow, wow. Anybody else? Anyone else that think they know what depression is? Pretty much sums it up. You don't have to have the brief definition of it, just in your own words what you think depression is.
KK say it's when you stress out and have a lot on your mind till you become angry with everyone around you.
Yes. Anyone else?
KK, you say you've been through depression before. Could you explain?
Or if you want to come in the box, you could join us. Depression is a serious medical illness that affects how people feel. Wow, that's a good one. That's a very, very good one. Shout out to you, girl. Hi. Hi, Sunkiss. Hi, Sunkiss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Our discussion tonight is depression and mental illness. Right now, I'm asking some questions about depression. What do you think depression is? Princess, do you want to go first? What you think depression is? Maybe you could give someone a new insight on what depression is. In the simplest way, what can be depression without going undetected?
For me, to have simple depression, like
depression is a hard thing that makes a person head goes around. Wow, that's also true as well too. That's also true. Yeah, Princess, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, depression for me is like, especially when you have faced challenges in your life, like trying to get pregnant. This one of
Hi, Lover King. Nice to have you, Lover King.
Yes, every time, especially when, like, for instance, you know, you feel like, say, yeah, this would be the time, it not happen. You think about every situation, like what could I really wrong with you, everything, and sometimes you fall in a deep depression where you just can't think no more, and you just break down and bawl. So some people go through depression and don't know to describe it.
Yeah, undetected. From a medical standpoint, I used to cry a lot and talk to no one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so you're in the box, KK. So I want you to tell us what depression is.
Well,
hi, good night, Mr. Ducks. Good night, guys. We have 10 amazing persons on this live, and we're talking about depression and mental illness. Right now, we're focusing on one topic at the time, so we're talking about depression. Ryan. So you can go ahead, KK. Tell us, share your story with us. About depression, what you think depression is, and how how you deal with it. How you deal with it on a day-to-day basis.
Are you hearing?
Yeah, we are here. It's a report though.
We are hearing you.
Okay. I can basically tell you what I've been through. I don't know. Oh,
Yes,
everybody.
Jimmy, cute. Depression is a silent killer. Yeah, go ahead, sweetie. I'm listening to you.
Well, when I went through it, I like
Mm-hmm.
I become angry. Even the simplest thing somebody said to me, even if they
Mm-hmm.
didn't anyway, I take it personally and I just cuss them out. I live in a meaning no way. Me used to sit down and ball, me used to not eat. I'm gonna talk to nobody. Me just sit down in a one corner by myself. At one point, I
Mm-hmm.
even abandoned my kids. When they call me, me just like me not here. Like me didn't want to by myself. I had to seek help. I had to went to counseling,
Let
and
God be praised.
uh, that's how comes me come around to went to counseling.
Guys, for now, for persons that join in the live, we're talking about depression and mental illness. So, guys, for those who join the live, you could tell me what you think depression is. And well, no, don't we're not focusing on mental illness right now. We're just focusing on depression right now, as it is, one topic at a time. So let me tell you some research that I've done today because I'm a nurse, but I don't know everything, so I still have to do research. So let me tell you research that I did today that I already knew already, but just for backup. So I'm going to give you the definition of depression, what depression is, right? So the overview of depression, and I'm going to read for you guys. Depression is a mood disorder that causes persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called major depression disorder or clinical depression. So in the clinical term, it could be clinical depression or it just in um, normal day to day, how we will classify it, it could be depression disorder or even mood swings, right? And it affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotion and physical problems. And when we talk about physical problems, we're talking about the body. Literally, it can shut down the body. And I'm going to tell you why. Most people don't believe that depression can shut down the body. They feel like, okay, it can affect, a part of the brain and but it can affect the brain. And oftentimes, it affects the brain even more, affect the body even more than even the brain. So let me go ahead and finish this point so that we can talk about it and, just find a solid ground of how we can deal with these things on a day to day. So right now we are in the stage of we are doing the diagnose, which is we are attacking the problem and we want to find the prognosis, which is the cure for this thing and how we can move on with our life and we can be better version of ourselves to give to someone else because self love is the best love and self help is the best help. But sometimes people don't know how, where, when. You understand? So let me finish with you. So it's a variety of emotional, sorry, and physical problems. You may have problems doing normal day-to-day activities, and sometimes you feel as if life isn't worth living. Overwhelming sadness, grief, and sense of guilt. It may be described as a feeling of emptiness or hopelessness. Some people may find it difficult to put these things into words. It may also be difficult for them to understand as symptoms can manifest and cause a physical reaction. And one of the physical reaction that depression leads to is basically, getting in fights, being angry with even your spouse, your family members. You're being very argumental of everything. The least good thing you pick on it because what you are in a state of depression, and everyone knows. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, but everyone should know that depression and mental illness goes hand in hand. Because when you're depressed, it puts you in that mental state of mind, whereas nothing is working for you. You feel like the whole shoulder is the whole world is on your shoulder, yeah? And literally it can send you mad. And a lot of people walking around, even especially mad person that's on the road, they don't just get mad like that. Something has to lead them to that point, and that is depression. They lose the house, they lose the job, and things start going downhill. Sometimes they don't even lose sometimes they don't even lose anything.
Thank you,
Sometimes
beautiful.
yet. And what I mean by yet is the fact that Sometimes they're going through a breakup and they go to work and they start acting crazy. You know, not crazy as in mad, but they start to act out at work. And what happened? They get fired. They can't pay the mortgage and they end up on the street. And that causes depression and also mental illness. So we are breaking down the barriers. We are breaking down the barriers in every aspect tonight. We are discussing it to the full maximum because this is affecting us in society. And a lot of people don't understand how to deal with it and how to overcome. So, KK, I want to ask you a question. Are you still suffering from depression, or you get over it?
No, I'm still suffering from it, honey, too, but not
You're sounding a bit. I'm hearing some tap sound. I don't know if it's a background or what it is, but I don't know if you could try move from where you are or something.
No, shut up on the screen.
on the screen.
Oh, you're tapping on the screen. Oh. Okay, not a problem.
You hear me now?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
No,
I'm hearing you, darling.
Still suffer from it, but not as bad as before. They become angry a lot, feel down a lot, but not as much as before.
Princess, help me read the chat a bit for me, please.
Well, I'm from HBP and anxiety attack. All I do is exercise.
You're finished, KK?
Yeah, you're actually chipping out and chipping in. So I'm hardly hearing what you're saying.
One guest request. I hope no one gets kicked out for this. Can 3 person add to the live, Princess?
No.
Huh? All right, so Dark Nation want to join the live. So Dark Nation, I will give you a chance when KK has made her point across.
Want me come out and she come in?
No, Princess. You're staying. You're one of the moderators and also the co-host, so you're staying. Yes, KK. You were saying, darling.
I actually at one point where I used to get over the depression, I used to eat a lot. I just started eating. I know I when I'm hungry, I just eat.
I want to see us now.
I want to tell Jamie something. Jamie, if you know soursop leaf, if you could get it, it actually help bring down your high blood pressure. Right, because my husband does suffer from high blood
spicy.
pressure. So you can use the soursop leaf, boil it real good and drink it 2 times, in the morning and in the night.
So you finished, Princess?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you something, KK. How do you know is depression though? How can you classify it? What are the signs and symptoms that you do the research on it? You are suffering from second depression, meaning that someone had depression and you suffer from it because that person is a loved one or a friend to you. How you know the difference that you're going through depression? Tell us. We are interested to know. Because a lot of people need to know the signs and symptoms. They say they're depressed, but they don't know, or they don't know that they are depressed. Can you give us any knowledge on that or any insight on that?
Well, the blood pressure was very high, so I went to the hospital, and that's how they told me that I had it.
Oh my! The onset of depression with me was when my daughter was killed, and I had to see a therapist. And yep. That's one of them. R.I.P. to your daughter. Sorry to hear for your loss, really. Even though I have hold my hands and shake. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to see. Everyone is suffering from some form of depression. I wouldn't say everyone, but most people that is on this life is suffering from it. And you see, these are the things that we need. Rollo, pick up yourself. These are the things that we need to do as an individual, as a society. Agree, with me, Princess and KK?
Yeah.
We have to. we have to motivate each other. And I want to see a lot of person on this live tonight because we're talking constructive things, consciousness. We need as adults to come together and talk about these things. I'm here, MJ. I'm here, MJ. We're talking about depression. You know, so I want to read something for you guys. Because for those that know join the live, actually what KK is saying that how she knows that she's going through depression because our blood pressure was high and she wasn't taking any interest in her kids, not because she's a bad mother, but because she was going through depression. So I'm going to read for you something, like I said, research, because I'm a nurse, but I still don't know everything. I'm going to read something for you, actually, which I know already, that I researched to even make sure that I know about depression. So signs and symptoms. So signs and symptoms mixed together. So I'm going to read now. Although depression may occur only once during your life, people typically have multiple episodes. During these episodes, symptoms occur most of the day, nearly every day, and may include feeling of sadness, tearfulness, meaning that you are crying a lot and stuff like that, emptiness or hopelessness. You get angry, you're easy to outburst, you get irritable, or you get frustrated, even over small matters. Sometimes you see people, especially, and I'm directing this to relationship. You're in a relationship and you're feeling, you're in the I don't know why TikTok kicked us out, but help me read the comments as well to Princess Boo. Oftentimes, we are in a relationship and we are going through depression and we don't know, and our partner don't even have knowledge on it. And oftentimes we break up, people break up out of the relationship, out of the marriage, because literally they don't know the signs and symptoms of depression. Sometimes when you have a simple quarrel, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that write off as depression, but you have to connect the dots. If you're feeling tired, tearfulness, meaning you're crying a lot, you're irritable over simple little things. Him say, boy, you left the plate at the sink and you start. That's depression. But sometimes you don't know. Sometimes life is going good for you, but your body is just depressed. Your body is overworked and whatever. And I feel like you have two types of depression. You have it that affect you mentally when you're going through something, and physically with the body. And sometimes you don't know that you're going through it because you're telling yourself that everything is good with me. And even rich people go through depression. Even in COVID, you see a multiple of celebrities coming out saying that they're depressed. They're feeling, anxiety because they're home and everything. And sometimes people, like they said, literally don't know because it go undetected even with your kids. But I'm not going to give everything away. I'm not going to give everything away. I am going to get into more research that I've done today, and I'm trying to break it up as simple as possible about depression. So let me finish read my point so that we can actually get into it, yeah? All right. So like I said, when you're angry, outburst, irritable, frustrated, even over small issues, loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities such as sex, hobby, or sports. When you're with your partner and you literally don't want to have sex, you don't feel for sex, that's a part of depression also too. You can't please your partner, you can't function correctly. That's a part of depression. A lot of people don't think that sex should come in the equation of depression, but it is. Because we as human beings, we come on this earth, to reproduce, to please our partner. Likewise, our partner pleases us, vice versa. And when you find out that a person is not doing that or don't want to do that, they're going through depression because that's in a human nature to have sex, to want to have sex.
Read that again.
Sex is normal. No, I don't think it's normal. I mean, sometimes if you don't want to have sex, I understand. You're not going to get up every day and want to have sex. But I'm saying when you get to a level of depression, you don't want sex, period. I'm not talking about not wanting sex today or tomorrow, you know, or maybe for a week, you know. I'm talking about longer than that, you know. Like I said, connecting to that, you know. It's not about, if you understand where I'm coming from, Princess, it's not about a one-day thing. It's about a series of things that happening to you. In other words, then you're going through a syndrome of things. Syndrome in medical terms, meaning that you have heart problem, you have kidney problem. It's a multiple of symptoms or condition that's happening to you. So depression, you literally suffer from a multiple of symptoms. Like I said, let me finish read my point across so that we can talk more about it. Okay? So when you lost interest you know in sexual activities and hobbies and sports, things that you normally do, you know, you're sleeping disturbed, you're getting up in the night, because you know you cannot sleep well, having sleeping problems. Most people know that that's a part of depression also too, right? And also too well, sleeping disturbs include insomnia or sleeping too much. So the average human being from a medical standpoint is supposed to get at least 78 hours of sleep. If you literally sleeping 10 hours, 11 hours, because I have some people, trust me, I know they might sleep in more than that. I never heard of it, but maybe it happened. Are they sleeping less? That's a part of depression also. You know why I could say that? Because I was sleeping a lot, and I realized that, yeah, I'm kind of going through a midlife crisis, like for real. I miss my kids. I'm away from my mother, and I feel lonely in Barbados. I don't have any family here apart from my landlord. I could really call if I'm sick. He's gonna be there for me. I have no one, so I literally feel like I'm going through the midnight crisis. Of course, you know, I have a business. You know, things are. People look at me and say, "Oh, you know, you are successful," but still, I'm depressed because, you know, I don't feel a sense of I belong somewhere, because I know I belong in Barbados, even though it's not my home, because I'm Jamaican by birth. But just the fact that, you know, my family is not here, that put me in a depressing mood. You see, the simplest of things can get us depressed. That's why I keep on saying that mental health is very good, and loving yourself and finding that space. But like I said, I don't want to get in too much at the same time. I want you to wheel you guys in. Moving forward, this topic is my favorite. All right, Rallo, we are here. Right? So like I repeat again, guys, and I say, tiredness and lack of energy. So even small tasks take extra effort. Guys, this part is so important, you know. This part is so important, you know. When you understand what going on, so simplest things. Tired. Guys, I suffer from that already. Sometimes I want to comb my hair or brush my teeth, and I cannot do it. I feel lazy. I feel like the whole world is on my shoulder to get up and just to brush my teeth. And it's not about being, you know, tired or nothing. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You know? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know if it's Princess or KK or me send it to, but I'm still saying thank you.
Spanish Kingdom. Well, thank you. Welcome.
You understand me? So the simplest of things, guys. The simplest of things. Look at it, you know. You hear what they say? Tiredness and lack of energy, you know. So often, even small tasks take extra effort. You burn extra energy just to do a simple, just take up this cup. You burn an extra energy because you're depressed, guys. And people need to know this. People need to know that. You're following me, KK, what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm listening. That's as I said.
If I'm making a lot of, guys, come on, man. We need to be active in the chat. If I'm making a lot of sense, guys, put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat. You understand me? Put it in the chat.
That the fridge it have a sauce.
You understand me? We all know that reducing appetite is a form of depression. Most people know these common symptoms. And weight loss, or even increased cravings for food and weight gain. Sometimes when you crave for something more than the ordinary, that's a stage of you're going through the midlife crisis, and you don't even know that. You're craving for ice cream every minute, and you know that you cannot, even if you're lactose intolerant. Let's say you're lactose intolerant, and you're craving for ice cream even more than regular, and you feel a certain type of way. You feel, you just sit down one day, you just feel this down feeling. If anyone ever had that feeling before, you just sit down and you just start feel down. You know you just feel down, and you go for the ice cream, or you go for even this, I think like coconut drops.
I don't feel down. Sit down and
And yeah, eat the coconut drops and eat off a whole lot, and you go for another one, and by later again, it's hungry again.
Yep.
That's a form of depression. And you don't know. You're telling yourself, well, I just craving, or I just have over appetite, or I just love craving, but I mean, you're literally going through depression. Literally. You understand what I'm saying? Let us continue, guys. Let us continue. If you oh my God, you see? Someone is saying that they're feeling it also.
Yeah, they're facing it right now.
I don't know how to pronounce that name. Please pronounce that name for me, because it come like my eyes not even. I see the chat too much. But anyhow.
Bejan. She's a Bejan.
Bejan, big up yourself.
Well, I don't know our name. Andaba Beja. I don't know if pronounce that the name.
You understand me? So, like I say, reduced appetite and weight loss are increasing cravings for food. You understand? Or weight gain. Sometimes depression leads to obesity. You know why? Because you're so depressed to the point of, hi, Vibes family. You're so depressed to the point of you overeat and you get obese. And you know what happened? Diabetes. But like I said, I want to draw you guys in. I don't want to give you guys everything step by step by step. You have to stay on the live to hear more of the live. You have to be interested in the live. I'm not going to give everything to you one time, because we're healing tonight. Tonight is where we're going to heal ourselves. We're talking about the problem, but trust me, we're going to find a solution to the problem. So let me go again. Let me go. I was saying Trinidad, let me go. So slowly thinking, speaking, or body movements. And what I mean by slowly thinking, sometimes someone will say something to you, and it's like you're slowly comprehending it. You understand me? You're thinking slowly of the thing. You get where I'm coming from, Princess? Because I try to put it on KK, because I'm trying to put it in the simplest form, so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Or even your speech, you realize that sometimes you're even talking and what you're saying don't even make sense. It's not that you're stupid or whatever, someone is in the guest box, but just give us someone want to add. KK, do you want to step down from the box, sweetie? And let someone come in, and I'm gonna add you right back, okay, darling?
Okay, no problem.
Please don't go anywhere, sweetie. Do not go anywhere. I want you to stay in the live. Okay. All right, baby.
Hi guys, so if you had made it to the end of the video, congratulations. This is series part 3 of episode 1 of the For Real Talk Show. So join me again for another pre-broadcasting live on TikTok of the For Real Talk Show, where we talk depression and mental illness. Thank you for joining, guys. Until next time, it's my name, Anastasia Morgan. Thank you for joining. Be blessed.